Kevin Nealon is here. He's a dentist made out of flesh. And he's also going to be at Zany's. Let me get this in because I failed in the last break to mention that he's at Zany's Pheasant Run in St. Charles tonight, 8 and 10 o'clock. And then tomorrow night, 2 shows. Saturday night, Zany's Vernon Hills. I love that club. 7 and 9:30. The Zanies.com has all of your information.
Yeah, they got it all. What do you like about the Vernon Hills Club?
Because it's in Vernon Hills, right across from Hawthorne Center, and I like that. I like anything that's anything near a mall. Anything where there's like an AT&T store or a Chipotle. I am all over it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You should do a dinner and show package, Kevin. That would be a nice
night. Would go over to Chipotle, stand in line. Do you have the bean soup?
I'm glad you said Chipotle because I never knew how that was pronounced before.
Chipotle?
Yeah,
because I went with that for a long time until I was corrected by a McDonald's executive.
Do they own it?
They did. I think they started it and then they sold it. I don't. Really, we're going to do business news now with Kevin Nealon.
Nice.
This just in. Hey, I want to ask you about this. Now you were on Saturday Night Live for 35 years. Is that right?
32 years.
32 years. And, of course, the anchor of Weekend Update. And I want to say that, isn't this amazing? Like, tomorrow night, the premiere of Saturday Night Live, so much press.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I haven't heard about it.
Because they got Barack Obama coming on.
Nice.
Who's going to play Sarah Palin?
Funny.
Yeah, I know. That guy.
He's playing Sarah Palin.
He's going to play Sarah Palin.
No, not who's playing Sarah. Who is playing Sarah Palin? What do you mean?
Who is? I swear to God, you said you don't smoke the dope. I think on that Weeds you might be smoking the dope. Are you sure you're not eating off the craft services table the brownies at Weeds? Is that okay?
Do you still watch though, Kevin? Even though you've been off for a bunch of years.
I really don't watch.
No,
I'm over the sketch comedy thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like the show. I think it's a great show, and there's some really funny people on there. And I'm going to try and I'll have to TiVo the one tomorrow because I'll be working.
You'll be working, and I suggest everybody go out and see Kevin and TiVo that.
Or TiVo me. They could TiVo me at the club.
Or, Kevin, if you had the show on during your show on a TV and you had a telestrator and you just pointed out what was
like
funny.
Madden?
Yeah.
Doink!
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Here's where Amy Poehler's making a mistake right here.
Now, here's a cue card situation right here. See, she's looking at the cue cards and not at the other actor right there. Now, here's Barack. He's looking for his mark. See his eyes glancing down? He's looking for the mark on the stage. And
we were always told a lot of times when you watch the show, you see an actor just literally not looking at the person they're talking to, but off to the side. Is it because there's constant script revisions? Is that what's behind that? Or just really bad acting?
Well, it's fear. They're glued to the cue cards.
And Lorne Michaels wants you on the cue cards, right? I mean, they don't. He doesn't want you on the cue cards.
If you
he wants you on the script.
If you go to the cue cards, you got to stay on the cue cards.
Yeah.
That way, it looks like you're looking at the other person. But if you're like going back and forth from the person to the cue cards, you don't know what's going on. It looks bad.
Yeah. But the point is, he wants it scripted. He doesn't want, which is really funny because it's like sketch comedy. The whole idea is it's based on the entire Del Close concept of improv, and yet there isn't a single thing that they want you to.
And do you know why? I'll tell you why.
Censors.
No, because the cameras need to know where to pick you up.
Oh yeah.
And if somebody starts improvising and they're not on camera, it's not going to work.
Cameras ruin everything.
They got to get rid of the cameras. Make it radio.
I agree.
I said that from the get-go.
I got to say, Kevin, I don't think this TV thing's going to last. I mean, that and the internet. What is with this internet thing they keep talking about?
Last.
I don't think so.
Yeah, people just can't use your imagination. When you see it, you want to hear it and visualize it in your head. By the way, all kidding aside, I think that's why the Stephen King movies don't work always.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them do, but
because it takes
are
too
you a
much.
Stephen King fan? I used to be a big King fan.
Yeah, kind of.
Not lately, but when you see those made-for-TV miniseries, it's not the same because those books, you're visualizing it in your head, and then when it's on TV, it's like, what?
It's not as scary when you
Although,
actually
I don't know, that clown, was it that had the clown in it?
Yeah.
That did it for me. I mean, anytime I see a clown that's killing something, I'm all over it.
Yeah,
I figure that everybody who wears clown makeup is doing something very bad on the side.
Yeah.
Because there's no other way. There's no reason you would do that.
You're probably right. There was a movie out a while ago that I was hoping would be better than it was, but it had some really good parts in it. Bobcat Goldthwait, I think, wrote it. I forget what it's called.
Shakes the Clown.
Shakes the Clown, and it pitted the circus clowns against the rodeo clowns. Mm-hmm. I thought that was a great
There was great concept.
Good area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have it's a primal fear, and then John Wayne Gacy paid off for me as a kid. It was like I knew it as a kid there was a problem, and then I went immediately when they were, it was a huge story nationally, of course, but here because it happened here, and they got the police, and they had a guy. Literally, there was a guy who was at that time the coroner here in Chicago, the medical examiner, who was holding a press conference. He'd just come out of the crawl space with all these bodies in it, and he'd come out, he'd have a coffee and a donut, and he'd be eating the donut while he was doing the press conference. Yep, there's all kinds of dead bodies on. Oh, it smells terrible down there.
Isn't that amazing?
And then I thought, and I would yell. I'd come to my parents. I go, see, I told you. And I swear to God, I think my parents had hired him as Pogo the Clown, and kept calling him back.
Yeah.
It's because the deed hadn't been done yet, and they kept, no. I know he's 16, but throw the party.
I think clowns are a lot like Santa Clauses. They get a thrill out of making people happy in disguise.
Yeah.
Because they can't in real life because they're psychotic.
There was a survey a year ago, Kevin, and it was professions that you're most afraid of, and everyone said dentists, then doctors, then clowns.
Really?
Dentists and doctors you could see because you think of pain immediately, but you wouldn't think a clown would be up there.
Well, the worst is the dentist clown.
Do you go to a dentist clown?
Now, wait, will you be playing that in your new animated or claymation?
Claymation show? No, just the dentist. Yeah.
Toothy the clown you don't like?
No. Boy, that would be scary.
You don't want to go to a dentist's office and see clowns on the walls either, like holding a speculum or whatever. What does the dentist use? That's a different.
That's a bad dentist.
Yeah.
My dentist doesn't. I still can't figure it out.
I have a dentist that doesn't use Novocaine. He's trying to save money, just distracts you with cat toys. You're grabbing at him and stuff. He works fast.
Yeah, we'd hope.
Yeah. You got to work fast.
Don't worry, this won't hurt a bed. Kevin Nealon is at Zany's this entire weekend. Actually, just Saturday and Sunday. Or Friday and Saturday, I should say. No Sunday, because the man needs to fly. Friday, tonight, 2 shows. St. Charles. And then tomorrow, 2 shows, 7 to 9:30 in Vernon Hills. Zanies.com for all tickets.